Hello from Baku, Azerbaijan, where I'm at this year's UN Climate Conference, guided by two markers that NRGI uses to navigate a fair global energy transition: minerals governance that benefits people and planet, and a global shift away from fossil fuels that advances a sustainable future for all, within and across countries. On the minerals front, we've seen greater attention to the issue than ever before, and references in negotiating text for the first time, including specifically to the report of the UN Secretary-General's panel on critical energy transition minerals. The UN climate process can and should play a strong supporting role in minerals governance because it's essential to the goals of tripling renewable energy capacity and doubling energy efficiency by 2030. On the transition away from fossil fuels, NRGI is closely following on three fronts. First, the new climate finance goal. Will this COP deliver on expectations and agree a new goal with enough resources channeled in the right ways to truly support energy transitions in the global south? This is the single most important outcome at this year's conference. It will largely determine the pace of the global energy transition as well as prospects for fairness internationally and within countries. Secondly, the prospects for a fair transition away from fossil fuels hinges on talks on the Just Transition Work Program. This area of negotiations is meant to find pathways that help countries achieve the Paris Agreement goal by putting people and sustainable development at the center of action. Finally, countries have committed to upgrade their national climate targets in 2025, and some, like Brazil, have already done so. How the ambition to transition away from fossil fuels is reflected in those nationally determined contributions, or NDCs, is perhaps the most important indicator of priorities. This new round of NDCs could also be a key vehicle for reflecting the transition of national oil companies, whose emissions often represent a large share of their country's national carbon pollution. On all fronts, the real work lies in capitals in our focus countries.